all the control system is designed to do is use fear to move you basically a few blocks back. So if you consider as a new entity on the planet, you begin with looking at what you have. What food do you have? What do you have? Do you have a roof over your head? And you have these very kind of basic, low-end Maslow's hierarchy needs, yeah? So everybody starts there, and it's physiological stuff: food, water, shelter, warmth, safety, all that stuff. As you proceed, you then focus on what you do. What do you do? Are you a lawyer? Are you a garbage collector? Do you write? Do you make music? Do you make love? Do you make beautiful dishes in the kitchen? What do you do? And as you proceed further, you end up with this fundamental question of what you are. What are you? What is your physical manifestation representing? Because we understand in our hearts, all of us, that the physical manifestation is not us. It is a representation of what some people call a spirit. What the control system does is continually drag you back to that first block of what you have. And it does that through fear and through false amplification of the ego. The ego is only concerned with what you have, and that's its job to do that. But if the ego is inflated to such an extent that it becomes the master of the ship, of the vessel of us, then continually you drag back to what you have. What consciousness does, if we can use it in this sense, or awareness if you like, is it constantly moves you away from what you have, away from what you do, and concentrates on what you are. What are you? What is your transcendent path? What is your trajectory? So this reframing is to move away from ego and fear, which is hardly a new thing. Obviously, this stuff's like 20,000 years old, this philosophy, and move through awareness and consciousness as to what you are. And as soon as you begin to contemplate what you are, the control system loses its influence on you, because it can't do very much other than throw in this little error, this little deception, to take you back to what you have rather than what you are. And as soon as it does that, all these psychological triggers fall into place, and you're thinking about money, and you're thinking about food, and you have fear, and you have anxiety, and you have stress. They begin to subside. You still have to deal with the issues themselves while you're still a physical being on this planet. We all have to do that. We all have to put food in our mouths, or we soon drop over. However, the anxiety associated with that begins to dissipate, and so does the temporality associated with that. We tend to just stand at the center of what we are and not continually project into the future, which is the domain of the ego.